Parker with Axtreme-Guitar, and for this video I'm going to be going over the song Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. And with this video I'm just going to be using 3 chords. So if you haven't already, go ahead and get tuned up. I'm in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E, and you can use this note as your guide. So as I was saying, there's only 3 chords in this song, so it's a very beginner-friendly song. And I know that there are many different versions of this that you can follow, but for this video I'm just going to keep it real simple. We're using the open chord positions, and I'm going to go over how we're strumming. So to start out, we're going to start on the A chord. Now when they start playing the song, you're hearing that riff. That is actually right in the A chord itself, and you'll hear that and be able to follow it. And that goes to an E, and then to a D, and then back to the A. So if you notice, you're hearing these little descending notes, so you can follow where the changes are happening. Now, the strumming pattern for this is just really down, up, down, up, down, up, all throughout. And if you want to, you can play those chords throughout the entire song. You don't have to stop just because they do in their song. So we'll start out with the A major, and that's going to be your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. And then right after that, you're going to put your middle finger on the 3rd string, that's the 2nd fret also, and then your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. I play it this way. And as I said, we're doing just the simple down, up, down, up, down throughout the song. And then when it changes, we go to the E chord. Now, one of the things that I tell my guitar students to do a simple change from an A to an E, if you were using these 3 fingers instead, then you would lift your pointer off, and you have these 2 fingers, the ring and the middle, still there. In an E chord, you're going to keep those fingers glued together and just move them up on the 2nd fret, but 1, 2 strings up. So you still have this 1 string open on the top, which is the E string, and that makes sense because it's the root note for the E chord. Now you have your pointer finger, and it's going to come down on the 3rd string up. You're going to hit every string, and we're going to continue with that down, up, down strumming pattern. And then we go to a D chord. Now before you take your hand off of this D chord, if you already have, we'll come right back to this again. Take a look at what I'm doing. You can rewind your video to see exactly what I did to get to this E chord if you need to. But from here, we're going to remove our bottom 2 fingers, the middle and the ring fingers, but we're keeping our pointer finger on there. Why? Because all we have to do is move it up 1 fret to get to the D chord. And with this one here, I also, there's a couple of things that I tell my students is it kind of looks like an upside down triangle. And also, when I'm playing this chord, I don't want to hear that E note because it just doesn't fit. So if you can, and it doesn't mess up any of the strings at the bottom that you're trying to fret, if you allow your thumb just to slightly make contact with that E string there, then it's muted. And that way you can just strum away and you don't know it's muted because it blends right in with the rest of the chord. So if you'd like to check out that riff that's going on, stay tuned for this next part. So if you're looking to play the melody that they base this entire song around, here's what you're going to do. So I'm going to take my ring finger and stick it on the 4th string from the bottom up on this 7th fret here, and then my pointer finger is going to go on the 2nd string on the 5th fret. So Now you just have to kind of straddle this note in the middle of it. My ring finger is touching it on purpose to keep it silent. When you're playing, you're going to hit that seventh fret on the fourth string, the D string, and then you're gonna scoop up. That's how I do it. I scoop upward from the second string, fifth fret. Now you want to be careful that you don't hit a wrong string, and as you get more comfortable with this whole movement, then it becomes a lot easier to just roll right through it. You may have to take it a lot slower at first, but you just want to get used to the motion. So from here, what we're going to do is walk down this D string, which is the fourth string. So starting from the seventh fret, we're going, and I'm going to take my middle finger and move it to the fret right above my ring finger, which is the sixth fret. Lift my ring finger. My pointer finger never moves. It stays in the same spot every time. So pointer finger stays right there, and then I take my middle finger off. So it's the open D string, the fourth string. And then I'll put my ring finger back on the seventh fret. So that was a real quick tutorial on how to play Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. And just for the fun of it, I decided to include a short little clip of my son Isaiah playing it when he was 7 years old. So enjoy, and if you like my videos, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.